Hi, I'm Phyllis, southernfrugal.com. Well, y'all have, a lot of you have said you missed the smoothie videos every morning in the chat. Well, I'm going to maybe try to start doing, not every day, but maybe a day or so a week on the smoothies. Now, we have smoothies every single day, and we have been doing this. December will be 3 full years on the green smoothies, and I bought the Vitamix specifically to do green smoothies, and I do highly recommend it. And you can find the exact one that we have on, if you go to my website and look under products I highly recommend, just scroll way down. Now there's a lot on that page, so it takes it a while to load. You have to kind of wait for it to all load up. But anyway, we're going to go ahead this morning and do the video on a smoothie that we're having this morning. What I have in the little beaker is 2 big handfuls of baby spinach. Now I want to mention about the greens. My opinion is the greens that make you feel the best are kale. And not just baby kale, but regular kale if you can find it. Now this time of year, we have trouble in the summertime finding really good kale, so more in the fall we'll be able to find the fully grown kale. And but anyway, today it's a spinach, and that's you see the whole beaker is almost full, but it'll squish way down. All right, and I do wash it. I put it, I mean, even though it's pre-washed and all that, I go ahead and put it in the beaker and just run water in it, empty that out, run water again, and empty that out, just because. I don't know why. I just like to feel like it's good and clean. All right, so what I'm going to do first, and I'm going to leave the blender on the whole time so y'all can see how long it takes. I'm using 1/2 cup of roasted almonds. Now, hold on. I'm going to get them out of the freezer and show you what they look like. Hold on. Okay. These came from Sam's Club, and this is a 3-pound bag. Now, almonds are sanitized. I'm not sure how they do it because the government requires that they do it. But I also roast them in the oven just until I can smell them on a cookie sheet, you know, spread them out on a single layer. And I mean, they're not like roasted real brown or anything. I just want them to heat up, because I don't know who handled them or what the machinery's like, so I just do that to be safe. So almonds are going to give you, in 1 ounce, it's going to give you 6 grams of protein, but of course you've got the good fat in almonds. So this is what I do. I used to get them from nuts.com, but actually Sam's Club is cheaper. So you find these in Sam's Club, not where there all those other mixed nuts and all that are, but in the baking section of Sam's Club. All right, we also sometimes use whole cashews. We also use English walnuts. Now, I just try to vary them, you know, so I get a good mix there. So anyway, that's the almonds. Now I'm going to put the almonds, let me cut this light on. I'm going to put the almonds in with the spinach, and I'm going to put really the whole 2 cups, really, maybe 2.5 cups of water in the Vitamix, and I'm going to grind that up because it takes a little more to get the almonds ground up. So, and I'm going to let it stay on so it's going to be loud. So they are not 100% ground up right now, but I'm going to, I'll be grinding it more. I just do that to get the almonds ground up. Now, the English walnuts and the cashews, did I call these pistachios? They're cashews. I don't know what I called them. Anyway, the other thing that I do is put dates in them. Now, these are the, I think you call them Medjool, M-E-D-J-O-O-L. They are in the produce department at Sam's Club, and what that does is it sweetens the smoothie really, really well. But if it's not sweet enough, which sometimes is the case when I use strawberries, I also could use a little honey. Alright, so the other thing is carrots. Now I'm just going to slice these up. That's 3 small carrots. And I go ahead and fix the full 64 ounces, which actually probably ends up being about 68 ounces because I go ahead and fill this Vitamix beaker all the way up to the top. Alright, so there are the 3 little carrots, and the carrots are organic. Now when I can get organic, I get organic, but I don't ride 50 miles to the health food store to make sure everything is organic. That's just a little too much. Alright, the next thing we're going to put in is going to be the oatmeal, whole grain oatmeal, and whole grain cream of wheat. Now I cook these, and I just cook them together according to the package directions in a big pot, and then I just let them sit until they cool down enough they kind of congeal or form a patty, and that's what it looks like. And then I put them on a cookie sheet and I freeze it. When we're ready to use them, I just put it in the microwave for maybe 45 seconds and thaw it out, cut it into little pieces so that it goes in the Vitamix. Alright, so that's the cream of wheat and oatmeal. I do that so that we can get the whole grain. Alright, so I'm now going to do some Fuji apples. I don't always put apples in because sometimes I don't have the apples, but I do peel the apples if they're not organic. If they're organic, I just go ahead and just get the seeds out and that inner core and put them right in. So what I do, I'm going to cut the seeds out. Already peeled them. So this is 2, they're actually small apples. They're coming from California, and I think they've had droughts for, that was a motorcycle that just went by on our side street. California's been under drought, I think, for 4 or 5 years now, and their apples from Northern California are a little smaller than they are when they come from Washington State or from New York. You get some good apples from upstate New York too. Alright, so that was 2 sort of small apples. Get that out. Alright, so we got the apples in there. Alright, now the oranges, I use usually 1 for sure, sometimes 2 oranges. Let me turn this down so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I go ahead and peel them. And I take that out simply because it's usually bitter. Now if you don't mind that, of course the pith is what it's called, all that white stuff there, is very nutritious. If you don't mind having a little bitter or you don't notice it. Now I just slice them like that to look and check for any really big seeds, and there usually aren't any. So let me move y'all closer here. There, a little bit closer. There. Okay. So I'm using 2 oranges. Now I would recommend that you use 2 oranges if you're using kale or collards. You can definitely use collards in the smoothie and it will kill the taste of the greens. I've shown this before, but this is the way I peel an orange. I cut the top and bottom out of it and then just score it right around the thing just to make peeling easier. Like that with the knife, and then they're much easier to peel that way. Now this orange is much smaller than the other orange, and they called it a super sweet. It almost looks like a cross between a tangerine and an orange to me, and it does peel very, very easy. Alright, so just break it in half. take that out, and I usually take that little clump of hard stuff. Oh, it's just squirted me in the face. Take that hard stuff out. And again, I'm just slicing it. I don't think that the orange seeds would hurt a thing. The Vitamix will grind it right up. There we go. Again, if you can use anything organic, that would be wonderful. All right, so the next thing I'm going to put in are the strawberries. This is about 1.5 cups to 1 3/4 cups of strawberries. I'm going to move y'all back now. All right, so we're getting ready to put that in the top too. Now this beaker holds 64 ounces up to right there, but I usually fill it up right to the top. And these are frozen strawberries, the Great Value brand from Walmart. All right, so the last thing we're going to put in will be the bananas. And I put them, can y'all see that? This is one of those little salad things, little plastic salad things. And I freeze my bananas, and I definitely freeze them when they're pink. I mean, pink. I'm sleepy, y'all. No, when they are perfectly yellow. Now the peeling's going to turn dark, but you see the inside of it? All right, now one of the viewers from years ago showed me how to do this. They said cut the end off and just squeeze it in, because I was just cutting the end off and discarding it. But when you freeze them and then thaw them out, they come out of the peeling very easily. Now see that? Now I want y'all to watch, because there'll be no strings on this. Comes right out, no strings. All the strings stay in the banana peeling. And I pinch that in because that's where that little black thing is. I don't know what that is, but I don't want it in there. Just squeeze them out. Now see, there are no bruises on that at all. And I think that the banana needs to be right, but it doesn't need to have. I know on the internet they say, oh, when it's got the specks on it, that's when it's perfectly right. But I like them when they're perfectly yellow without all those specks. All right, so let's see. I think we're ready to start grinding this up. Now I'm going to leave the ingredients I used right down below, and if I can find a couple of the videos where I did various things, like I did almond milk and all kinds of things I was freezing to go in the smoothies. I'll put some of those down below too in the description. All right, sorry, didn't mean to hit y'all. All right, so now we're ready to grind it up. And I've got just a teeny bit more water, and I might need a little more. So we're going to grind it up, and I'm going to leave this on so y'all can see how long it takes. All right, here we go. Alright, you shouldn't flip it up on high like that, which is what I did. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more water to that. So probably I have added more like 2 3/4 cups of water to this mix. And also, because I'm filling it so full, I kind of have to stir it around on the top. And what you will see when you use those dates, you see some of the specks, and that would be from the peeling. The same thing would happen with grapes. All right, I'm going to mix it up a little bit more. And I'm going to have to cut this off because I've got to go get the glasses, so hold on. I forgot to mention this. Sometimes we use peanut butter. Now, we used to use peanut butter every single smoothie because we loved it. But now we try to kind of vary that, put a little more almonds or a little more walnuts or something, and not use the peanut butter every single day. But the peanut butter In 2 tablespoons, you've got 6 grams of protein, which is good. So, anyway, we are ready. I'm going to move y'all over. Hold on. All right, we are ready to put these, put the smoothie in the glasses now. And the rest of this, put a little more in. The rest of it I'm going to put in a gallon freezer bag, and I'm actually going to freeze it, even though we'll have it tomorrow morning. I just feel better freezing, and especially since it's got apples in it. Turn that down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Pouring it right in the gallon bag. And that is a freezer bag, not just a regular bag. And lay it down flat. Now I usually just put what the main taste is going to be, which in this case is going to be strawberry. Get as much of the air out as I can. Still going to have some air bubbles in it. Seal it up, and I put it in this pan in case one of these bags ever had a hole in it, it wouldn't mess up in my freezer. So I just put it down in a pan. Now, when we have this tomorrow morning, what I will do is that same little plastic container that I had the bananas in, I just get a little warm water and put this bag down in halfway, because remember it's going to be frozen, and then I just move it up the other way and let the other half be down in the little plastic container, and it thaws out in about 20 minutes. So I usually get it out of the freezer just as soon as I get up. And then to pour it, you just open up the bag on one corner a little bit, hold the bag and put it right in the glass. It works great. Alright, so that's it. Now I did not add any honey this morning. I already tasted of it. It's sweet enough with just the 5 dates. And I taste the strawberries. See how much, you know how much spinach I put in there, but what I taste are the strawberries. So what the orange does is the orange kills the taste of the greens, whatever they are. And so when you're using kale, or if you were using collard greens, you'd probably want to use 2 oranges. Now, does regular orange juice work? No, it will not work. Believe me, I wish it did, because that would be so much easier. There's something about the enzymes in the fresh orange that kill the taste of the greens. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's very scientific, but I always try to use the fresh oranges. When I've tried to use the, and I'm talking about the fresh squeezed orange juice that you get in the grocery store, it's still pasteurized, so a lot of those enzymes aren't even in there anymore. But I think that's what kills the taste of the greens. Anyway, we've been doing it this way for quite a while now. And I guess we can always find oranges. They're coming from another country part of the year, but they're still oranges. Alright, y'all, we will see y'all next time. I hope that this will encourage some of the new subscribers to start having the smoothies every day. And by the way, I did get my blood work done here, how long ago? It's been a month or so ago. And my HDL is fantastic. It's way above normal. And of course the HDL is what takes away the LDL. So they want those HDL numbers high, and mine are high. And Mr. Bucky's are too, because of the green smoothies. Alright, y'all, we will see y'all next time. Bye.